Alright, so we're just on the way to a shaft, and we noticed another quartz vein with little specks of mineralization in it. So we just thought we'd stop and take a look. See quartz there. The vein comes underneath and around here. And we just chipped off a piece which has some nice malachite staining here. Lots of vuggy quartz. So we'll probably just hammer this and see if there's anything in it for now. And then what we really want to do is go to that shaft and do a little bit of sampling. So if there's anything, we'll show you. Alright, so we didn't find anything in that last quartz vein. But that's not to say there isn't anything. Obviously there's some mineral because you have your malachite and nazarite staining and oxide staining. So for now we're going to head back to the shaft. We just thought we'd take a quick look on this rock bluff. See if there's anything. A lot of it's moss covered, so I don't know how great it's going to be. You have a bunch of quartz here. So don't see anything other than the occasional oxidized rock or exposure. No mineral. There is, according to a electromagnetic survey done in the 70s, there is a anomaly that heads down this way and veers off behind me, so doesn't look like that was ever pursued. There's no mention of it in any assessment report, so we're eventually going to check that out. That was a fairly big anomaly, but I think the company ran out of money, so they couldn't pursue it. So let's head to the shaft. See you there. So you can see all the trees down. Perfect example of how a windstorm can help you. It's like your own personal trenching program. Uprooted everything. You could get a nice soil sample there. You could expose some bedrock. Alrighty, so we're here at the base of the mine dump. Overgrown with quite a bit of moss. This little mine shaft here goes down 43 meters, and you can see you got quite a bit of the mine dump to search. Find a sample or two. We'll see if we can get a sample off the showing up above that we found the other day. So this mine was struck in about early 1900s, and they found sulfides containing gold, silver, copper, and tractite, volcanic flows, and hornblende, as well as your volcanic greywacke, which is this stuff here. So normally what they do when they mine something out is they'll have a higher grade pile. Usually leave that closer to the entrance of the mine. Here we can't really find it, so they may not have a high grade pile. They may have just taken everything and sent it in, but we'll see if we can find one or two from here. And we have a nice little showing over there, along there, as well as a little bit of mineral up there. We'll take a look at that. So we'll see if we can get another one from somewhere along here, but we don't really want to fall in this sulfury goodness. A lot of toxic gases come out of these mines, so gotta be careful. So you have a sample here of your host rock. You can see there's disseminated mineral all throughout. That's a gray whack. Looks like there's a little bit of chloritic schists or something on this piece here. So this right here has a little bit more solid mineral, but again, this isn't something they would have mined out. This is in the waste pile. So the reason why we search these dumps is because some of the old dumps, if you find the high grade pile, it's economic to mine out now and process, as opposed to back 100 years ago when metal prices were fairly low. So this exposure here we found a couple nights ago, evenings ago, and you can see, first hammer off, you have I'd say 60% of your rock or more is mineral. You can see you have brittle schistose rock with some chloritic type rock and scattered sulfides found as disseminations, as well as solid veins like that. So we're going to take a sample from here for sure and see what comes out of this. So we just pulled a hunk off the showing here. Lots of coarse grain pyrite amongst your schists, as well as your host rock here. And then you have a solid vein of metal there. A couple other pieces here. So we're going to take a sample from this showing, see what we get out of that. Here we go. Here's our first sample from that little exposure. A lot of coarse grained pyrite with minor amounts of chalcopyrite. We got a whole bunch more hunks here. Solid mineral. So this stuff looks really good, so hoping we get something promising out of this from this showing. More mineral off that showing. So far we've removed about 50 kilograms. We're going to backpack as much as we can out, catalog some of it, and send some in for testing. Alright, so this is the last sample we're taking today off that small little exposure. Almost solid mineral. And again, this is primarily coarse and fine-grained pyrite with a little bit of chalcopyrite. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. And the last few videos, they're all from the same property. Stay tuned for the next one. We'll see you guys there. Have a good one.